Hi, I'm Mayor Tim Balderman, and I'd like to welcome you to our program today, New Lenox 2010 by the Numbers. New Lenox had a great year in 2010, and it was a difficult year in the country, and certainly we felt some of it here, but we had a lot of great accomplishments. And so I'm here to talk to you a little bit by the numbers of what happened here in New Lenox. First, number one new medical center. Silver Cross Hospital campus well underway at Route 6 and Cedar Road. We've got a medical office building that's open and running, a medical service building of 175,000 square feet that was approved in 2010, and the hospital, of course, looks fantastic. It's under construction and slated for February of 2012 opening. Next number two. We had two NBA superstars come to our community again in 2010. Dwayne Wade and Quentin Richardson, both at that time of the Miami Heat, were here in New Lenox at Lincoln Way West for our 3-on-3 competition. A couple hundred kids were there participating. It was a lot of fun for boys and girls in the teenage age groups, and they all had an opportunity to meet Dwayne and Quentin Richardson and get their pictures taken and get autographs, so it was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, of course, in 2010, myself and D. Wade and Q. Rich lost our game to some 12-year-olds that we play at the end of it, but it was a lot of fun. Next is our number 6, which is the number of musical acts that came out for our Triple Play concert series here in our New Lenox Commons in 2010. We had Soul Asylum, The Smithereens, Fastball, Survivor, Blue Oyster Cult in Kansas. So we had a great successful Triple Play in 2010, following up our wonderful Triple Play in 2009. And as you are already aware, of course, the big acts that are coming here in 2011, Starship, Cheap Trick, and REO Speedwagon. So we're looking for another great Triple Play series out in the Commons. Next is number 8. 8 is the number of soldier homecomings that took place here in the village of New Lenox in 2010. We're very fortunate, we're very humbled by the number of people, men and women, that serve our country overseas and here at home in the military. And we were very fortunate to have 8 of those soldiers come home here to New Lenox safely, and we were on hand to welcome them home and thank them for their service. 23. 23 is the number of new housing permits that were issued in New Lenox in 2010. And even though there is a slowdown in residential growth throughout the country, New Lenox continues to be a place that people want to live, a desirable place to raise your family and to live and work and shop. Then we had 28 new businesses open in New Lenox in 2010. Some were small shops owned and operated by some of our local residents. And of course, we had some of the larger businesses that came as well, like the Walmart Center on Route 30. The next number, 31. 31 is the number of intersection improvements and traffic signals that were added to the roads in New Lenox to keep our residents safer. Helping your quality of life by getting home safer, easing up on congestion. We're excited about the improvements that were made, and we think you are as well. Look for 2011 and 2012 to add the big improvement you've all been waiting for, Route 30. Over $500,000 is our next number that we're talking about for New Lenox in 2010. Over $500,000 in property tax rebates given back to our community. Those checks being mailed out in March of 2011, it's your money. We made a promise to the people of New Lenox that if they passed the home rule referendum, that we would rebate 33% of the property tax to you, the village's portion of the property tax, and instead we upped that to 40%. So over $500,000 of taxpayer money was given back to our residents in 2010. And our final number for 2010 is $2 million from Canadian National. The residents of this community were very concerned about Canadian National's acquisition of the EJ&E. Our entire board was united in working hard and fighting for the concerns of our residents. We were able to successfully negotiate a $2 million deal with Canadian National. That $2 million will go to acquire quiet zones throughout our community at all 5 of the railroad crossings in New Lenox. as well as provide some buffering and screening for those residents that live near the railroad tracks, and a $500,000 for engineering for grade separation at Gauger Road. It's been a great year in New Lenox. 2010 seen tough times for everybody, but as usual, the residents of this community worked hard. They came together to look after each other, and I hope you're happy with the way that myself and the village board have served you, the way that our staff has worked hard for you. I know I'm very pleased with everything that everyone has done. And as always, it's my pleasure to serve as the mayor of this great community. Thank you, and we look forward to a wonderful 2011, and my very best on behalf of myself, the village board, and all of our staff, to all of you for a very happy and prosperous new year.